strong kick to get this one underway. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Looking to throw on first down. Takes the easy completion. Out across the 30, marked down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Turning it on! They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quick release on the RPO. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit too for the location of the throw, because he put it out in front of his big man. He was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Lost to throw on first down. The screen, he's got wheels. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Quick strike complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
It'll be 3rd and long. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. They get it corralled, but not till he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Well, we knew this offense wanted to be aggressive in this game plan, and they're doing it right away in the first series. Taking a shot down the field, they got the look they wanted, and what a great throw by the quarterback.
The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. Taking it the other way. Past the 30. 10. Touchdown, Aaron. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offensive power to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
And they did tack on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Quarterback may change this route. They'll start this drive with a pass. Wasting no time taking a shot. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick six. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
And the Buckeyes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Reads it, fires complete. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole play.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. Just keeps moving. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Buckeyes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. He might want another play. Wants to throw on 3rd. It's Cochran. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Hand off from the gun. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the 1st, let's take a quick look at our game stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Just feeds the running back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And the Buckeyes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down, they've got it at the 40.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided, on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Some much-needed life for this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. It is something to go right. When you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in. And great start. Keep chipping away.
And after the extra point, they cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Here come the Irish back on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a breaks into the open. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They're getting set to kick it away took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start to get to the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to pay.
I was just going to say, David, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And it's incomplete on third down.
Well, the defense is waking up now, right? The first drive, they allowed a touchdown. They were a bit scrambled. They kind of all got together, rallied on the sideline. They've been pretty lights out since. Forced a punt on the last possession. They've now got the offense set up in fourth down again. Great job there. Pass defense, third down. This defense now starting to put it together.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. That's caught. It's Thomas. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Looking to fire. Got his man quickly. And they didn't knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. Just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Notre Dame looking for this fourth down conversion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in the first down and more. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. They needed a bunch on fourth down, and boy, did they get it.
And I get aggressiveness. We get aggressiveness. We want to be aggressive, take shots down the field. First half, they felt like fourth and long. No big deal, and they get it. I imagine we'll get a few more of those.
Quickly complete. There he goes. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wide receiver going in motion. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
This guy's an excellent route runner, and he has really good hands. You've got to. That's now his 3rd receiving touchdown. They've only played 3 games. Nobody can cover this guy up to this point in the season.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. In front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He'll start this drive firing. Trying to make magic on the scramble. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Gets it out quickly. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Makes the catch on the left. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
A strike downfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Looking to the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Ohio State! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
They'll line up to go for 2. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm. Nice timing for that 2-point conversion.
Get that touchdown right before the half. Build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. is going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration in front.
The give. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Boy, did he just scorch that defense with that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession.
Going over the top. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Holds and fires complete to the right. Still running at the 40. And that tackle almost certainly saved the touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on first down. He fires to the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. And the Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. Give to the running back. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense
intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Motion from the wide receiver. The give to the tailback.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Trying to impose their will with the run.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. Fires to the middle. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Making side adjustments here. The snap sets up the throw. He spins that thing down the middle. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Notre Dame! What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's covered. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Might be changing the route. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's going for it all. Catch inside the 25. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
sometimes it's both. I mean, you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety. That's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
He's into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and they shave a couple more off of this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Coming out with it, it's Thomas. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Handoff to the single back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around. This is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Running back searching for a hole. Turning it on. The 40, 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Irish. And the punishment has been extended. That his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. FIU has dug itself a hole today, and I don't think they're climbing out of that puppy. Huge interest in this game, and they have rolled over. They're trailing by 14 to Florida Atlantic. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. This drive will open from the 15. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry up.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Man, he almost throws another one. And I tell you what, it's just been one of those days. Sometimes it's not your day, and just turning the ball over like they're a nonprofit, man, just giving it away. This offense has been reckless, it's been careless. They've got to do a better job of being smart with the football.
Second down, he'll throw it. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Yeah, this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants and will finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on third and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Parrish. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. 3/4, and the stats will back that up. Now just about ready to snap it to start the fourth. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down.
Ready.
Wants to throw it. Oh, they're after him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
The Buckeyes come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Here comes the hurry up. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Parrish. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Using the quick game. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
Yeah, and Palmer, I don't know what his grade's going to be, but hitting over 400 yards on the day, I think coaches are going to be pretty impressed with the day this young man had.
No doubt. I think for defensive coordinators moving forward now, you're going to be charged.
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys.
Here we go. Here we go.
Makes the grab. He will be stopped just inches away after the catch and run. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Pierre. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here come the Irish back on offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Pulls it in. It's Russ. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Worthy. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
To the air on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they take it in for 6 more points. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Here he comes. This is a gamble. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Working that wide receiver screen, and he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Grabbed in the middle as Parrish makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum.
Pulls it in on the right. Breaks into the open. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes! The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Pierre. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
To the air on second down. Finds the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I think that time offensively was just trying to take what the defense is giving them. They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
He picks it off. And this defense, a much-needed play. He'll try to take it back. Inside. Touchdown, Ohio State. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Cranking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
Play the analytics here. You go for 2.
Ready.
Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead.
How about that for a momentum swing? Defense gets the pick 6. Offense comes right back on the field, and they get the 2-point conversion.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. Fielded in the end zone, it's Pierre. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Going right to work up top. With the catch, it's working. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, a team that most of us expected them to beat, and they were able to come through.
Yeah, but you're going to get challenged early in the season. It's fun to...
There he goes! Ripping through the defense. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
Man, I'll tell you, you just can't quantify how much this guy has meant to his offense running the football. Leads the nation in rushing yards. He's the guy with a target on his back. Every time they take the field, the defense knows who they have to stop. And still, this guy churns out big run after big run.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got to lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Lets it fly deep downfield. By this defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and to hit that time, help force the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Looking to take a shot. Passes incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns.
Fires toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to need, man. This feels like this one's over.
Here comes the 2-point try. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.